think you're done. You think you've suffered enough. You haven't even stepped into the real fight yet. What you've been through, that was just the warm-up. That wasn't destruction, it was exposure. It showed you exactly what you are. Soft, hesitant, weak. It peeled back every illusion you had about yourself and laid the truth bare. And now you stand here, trying to convince yourself that you've endured something unbearable. You haven't. You've barely tasted the struggle required to become unbreakable. The world didn't break you. The world tested you, and it found the gaps, the cracks in your armor, the hesitation in your step, the fear you've tried to bury deep in your gut. You thought you were strong, but strength isn't a fantasy you whisper to yourself at night. It's proven in blood and sweat, in the moments when your body screams for mercy, and you deny it. So tell me, what are you going to do? Hide? Drown in self-pity? Lie to yourself, say you gave it your all when you know damn well you didn't? No, that's not what you do. Not anymore. Because this is where warriors are forged. Not in comfort. Not in safety. In the fire. In the wreckage of your past failures. In the chaos of everything that was meant to destroy you. The ones who truly break, they disappear. They fade into nothing. They become ghosts, whispering about what could have been, should have been. But you're still standing. And if you're still standing, then you fight. If you're still breathing, then you push forward. There is no turning back. There is no surrender. There is no almost made it. There is only victory, or there is nothing. So decide. Right now, will this be the moment you rise, or will this be the moment you prove them right? The world is watching. The enemy is watching. Your weakness is watching. And it's waiting to see if you have what it takes to finally kill it. You've been lied to your entire life. Told that time will heal. That things will get better. That if you just keep waiting, just keep hoping, the pain will fade. And life will somehow reward you for enduring it. But that's a damn lie. Time doesn't heal. Time only exposes. It shows you exactly who you are when no one's watching. It reveals the truth you've been too afraid to face. And the truth, it's brutal. You were never broken. You were just weak. You let life dictate your strength. You let pain define you. You let setbacks convince you that you weren't meant for more. But that was never the problem. The problem was you. The choices you made. The lies you told yourself. The excuses you clung to when the world hit back harder than you expected. You think suffering makes you special? You think your hardships are unique? They're not. Everyone suffers. Everyone falls. But not everyone gets back up. That's what separates warriors from the weak. That's what draws the line between those who rise and those who rot. So stop waiting for someone to pull you out of this. Stop hoping for a miracle that will never come. No one is coming to save you. No one cares about your pain. The world will not pause for your struggles. Either you get up and fight, or you get left behind. This is your reality. It's cold. It's ruthless. But it's fair. It doesn't care where you started. It doesn't care what's been done to you. It only cares about one thing: what the hell are you going to do now? You have two choices. Stay in the dirt and watch your potential rot, or stand the hell up and take what's yours. Because the truth is, life isn't unfair. It's just unforgiving. And it will never hand you a damn thing. You either take it or you lose. Look at yourself. Not the version you pretend to be. Not the mask you wear when the world is watching. The real you. The one behind closed doors. The one you try to ignore. The one still haunted by doubt, by hesitation, by the same weaknesses you swore you'd kill years ago. This is it. The breaking point. The moment of truth. You either face who you are or spend the rest of your life running. You want to know why you keep failing. Why every time you get close to something real, something great, you sabotage yourself. It's because deep down, you're still afraid. Afraid of what happens if you go all in and still come up short. Afraid of committing fully because failure would mean that you were never enough to begin with. And that fear has controlled you your entire life. It's kept you shackled, kept you second guessing, kept you weak, but no more. Because this is the moment where you stop running. This is the moment where you either rise or you rot. No more halfway in, halfway out. No more dipping your toes in the fire and pulling back the second it burns. You dive in head first, or you stay on the sidelines and watch real warriors take what could have been yours. You want discipline. You want strength. You want to be unbreakable. Then stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the right time, the right feeling, the right circumstances. None of that is coming. You either force yourself to step into the fire, or you accept that this version of you is all you'll ever be. So what's it going to be? Will you finally break free? Or will you keep making excuses until there's nothing left of you but regret? Because there's no middle ground anymore. You either kill the weakness inside you, or you let it bury you alive. Enough. The version of you that hesitates, that doubts, that waits for permission, it dies here, right now. You've been trapped in your own mind for too long, weighed down by a past that no longer serves you, chained to a version of yourself that was never built to last. Burn it. All of it. The excuses, the hesitation, the fear. Let it all turn to ash, because the person you were will never survive the road ahead. This is the turning point. The moment where you stop seeing yourself as a victim and start realizing the truth. You are the only thing standing in your way. Not them. Not the past. Not bad luck. You. And that means you are also the only solution. The pain you've endured. It wasn't punishment. It was preparation. The struggles, the setbacks, the nights that damn near broke you, they weren't signs to quit. They were lessons sharpening you into something dangerous, something unstoppable. But only if you let them. Only if you stop looking at your pain like a curse and start using it as fuel. Weakness isn't stripped from you, it's burned out. Through effort, through discipline, through an unrelenting commitment to becoming something greater than you ever thought possible. That's what separates those who rise from those who fall. One simple decision: to endure. To keep moving forward when there is no reason left to keep going except one you refuse to stop. No more waiting. No more hoping. No more looking for the easy way out. You either transform or you stay exactly where you are. And if that thought doesn't make you sick to your damn stomach, then maybe you were never meant for more in the first place. Now you understand. Now you see it clearly. The limits you thought were real, they were never there. The pain that once held you back, it was just proof that you were still alive. And now there's nothing left to do but move forward. Because you've crossed the threshold. The old you is gone. The weak you is dead. What's left is something the world isn't ready for. You are no longer fragile, no longer searching for approval, no longer shackled by fear. You have stepped into something greater, something unstoppable. You don't need motivation. You don't need reassurance. You are no longer a slave to comfort, no longer waiting for the world to give you permission to rise. You are the storm now. Every obstacle, just fuel. Every setback, just another step forward. You don't break anymore, you adapt. You don't complain, you conquer. There is no resistance strong enough to hold you back. No force powerful enough to stop what you've become. Because you are no longer playing by their rules. You make the rules now. Most people will never understand this. They will never reach this level. They will stay in the cycle wishing, hoping, making excuses while you move forward. While you take what's yours. While you build something they'll never have the discipline to create. And that's fine. Let them stay behind. You don't have time for the ones who refuse to fight. You are on a different path now. A war path. A path of absolute domination over weakness, over fear, over every single thing that once held you back. You are not here to participate. You are here to take over. No more talking, no more thinking, no more waiting. This is it. This is where everything is decided, right here, right now. You don't get to walk away from this unchanged. You either rise or you stay weak. You either take control or you let life control you. You either fight or you fade into nothing like the countless others who couldn't find the strength to push through. There is no middle ground, no safety net, no second chances. You wanted easy, you wanted comfort. Then you never wanted greatness. Because greatness doesn't give handouts. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't care about your feelings. It demands everything. It demands sacrifice. And most people, they don't have it in them. They break. They run. They surrender. But not you. Because if you've made it this far, if you've felt every word and still have the fire to move, then you already know the truth. They thought they broke you. They thought they could bury you. They thought you were finished. But you were never broken. You were never done. You were just getting started. So now prove it. There's no comfort at the top. There's no reward for taking the easy path. If you're looking for validation, for someone to congratulate you for showing up, forget it. The world doesn't care, and neither do we. We're here to win. We're here to dominate. You want greatness, it's earned. It's carved out of pain, out of sacrifice. It's forged in the fires you've been running from. There's no magic moment, no divine intervention. You are the one who decides if you make it or break. If you want to be something that no one can touch, you need to get ready for war, internal war. And the only thing that matters is one thing: resilience. So understand this. The path ahead will be brutal. There will be days when you want to quit. Days when you'll wonder if it's worth it. But that's the moment you prove it to yourself. Prove it to the world. Prove it to those who thought you'd be another failure, another statistic. You are not weak. You are not average. And you will never ever be broken again. This is war. Your mind is the battlefield, your will is the weapon. And you will never give in. Rise or fall, succeed or fail. But know this, you choose, no one else. This is the last chance to step into the fight, to own your destiny. Either you burn out from weakness, or you burn through it and become something unstoppable. This is it, no excuses, no comfort, just raw power.